What if I told you that the reason your legs feel weak, heavy, numb, and constantly tired has absolutely nothing to do with your age and everything to do with what you are not taking before you go to bed at night? Because right now, while you sleep, your body goes into its most powerful repair and regeneration mode of the entire day. And if you are not giving it these 4 specific vitamins at bedtime, you are missing the single greatest opportunity your body has to rebuild your leg muscles, restore your circulation, and wake up every morning feeling strong, steady, and genuinely alive from the waist down. After 60, these 4 vitamins are not optional. They are absolutely essential, and most Americans over 60 are severely deficient in every single one of them. And before we get into exactly what these 4 vitamins are, meet Robert. He is 67 years old, lives in Tampa, Florida, and about 2 years ago he could barely walk from his bedroom to his kitchen without his legs feeling like they were filled with lead. His feet were constantly cold no matter what time of year it was. His calves cramped so severely at night that he would wake up in absolute agony, grabbing his leg, unable to straighten it, his wife terrified beside him. His ankles were swollen every single evening by the time he sat down for dinner. Simple things that most people take completely for granted, walking to his car, standing in line at the grocery store, climbing the 6 steps to his front porch, had become genuinely frightening experiences because he never knew when his legs were going to give out underneath him. His primary care doctor told him it was just part of getting older and prescribed compression stockings. Robert wore them faithfully every single day for a full year, and he still felt terrible. Then one day his cardiologist, almost as an afterthought at the end of a routine appointment, asked him what vitamins he was taking before bed. When Robert said none, his doctor leaned forward and said, "That is where we need to start." He put Robert on 4 specific bedtime vitamins that very same day. 8 weeks later, Robert was walking 2 miles every single morning without stopping. Today, I am going to tell you exactly what those 4 vitamins are, why they work, and why taking them specifically at bedtime makes all the difference in the world. So stay with me all the way to the end because every single vitamin on this list matters, and skipping even one of them could mean missing the very piece your body needs most. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button right now because every week we bring you honest, research-backed, and genuinely life-changing health information specifically for people over 60 who want to live stronger, feel better, and take real control of their health. Now let us get into it. Before we talk about the 4 vitamins, let us talk about what is actually happening inside your legs and your circulatory system after the age of 60, because understanding the problem is the first step to truly fixing it. After 60, your body goes through a series of significant biological changes that directly affect your leg strength and blood circulation. First, you begin losing muscle mass at an accelerating rate, a process called sarcopenia. After 60, the average person loses between 1 and 2% of their muscle mass every single year without targeted intervention. Your leg muscles, the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and glutes, are among the largest and most metabolically active muscles in your body, and they are among the first to show the effects of this muscle loss. The result is that progressive weakness, instability, and fatigue that makes your legs feel like they belong to someone much older. Second, your blood vessels, particularly the small capillaries and arteries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles and peripheral nerves, become stiffer, narrower, and less elastic with age. The endothelial cells that line the inside of your blood vessels become less efficient at producing nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for dilating your blood vessels and maintaining healthy blood flow. When nitric oxide production declines, your circulation becomes sluggish. Blood does not reach the extremities as efficiently. Your feet and legs feel cold, numb, and heavy. Waste products like lactic acid accumulate in the muscle tissue instead of being efficiently cleared away, and the muscles themselves begin to be chronically undernourished, receiving less oxygen and fewer nutrients than they need to maintain strength, function, and health. Third, your peripheral nervous system, the network of nerves that runs through your legs and feet, becomes more vulnerable to damage and deterioration. Nerve conduction slows down, sensitivity decreases, and this is where that tingling, numbness, and cramping that so many people over 60 experience in their legs at night comes from. It is not just bad circulation, it is actual nerve tissue that is not getting the nutritional support it needs to maintain its structure and function. Now here is the critical part. All 3 of these processes, muscle loss, circulatory decline, and nerve deterioration, are significantly accelerated by specific nutritional deficiencies that are extraordinarily common in Americans over 60. And the 4 vitamins we are about to discuss directly address each of these deficiencies at the cellular level. This is not about taking a generic multivitamin and hoping for the best. This is about giving your body the specific targeted nutrients it needs to repair, rebuild, and restore your leg strength and circulation while you sleep. Let us get into them. The first bedtime vitamin is magnesium glycinate, and I want to be very specific about the form here. Magnesium glycinate, not magnesium oxide, not magnesium citrate, but magnesium glycinate specifically. Here is why this matters so much. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, and it is absolutely critical for muscle function, nerve transmission, and blood vessel health. Studies consistently show that over 70% of Americans over 60 are deficient in magnesium, and this deficiency is directly linked to muscle cramps, leg weakness, poor circulation, restless legs, and impaired sleep quality. Magnesium works by relaxing the smooth muscle cells in your blood vessel walls, which allows your vessels to dilate and blood to flow more freely to your legs and feet. It also regulates the electrical signals in your nerve and muscle cells that control muscle contraction and relaxation, which is why magnesium deficiency is one of the primary causes of those agonizing nighttime leg cramps that wake you up in severe pain. The glycinate form is specifically recommended for bedtime because it is the most bioavailable form of magnesium, it is the gentlest on your digestive system, and the glycine component has additional calming effects on the nervous system that promote deep, restorative sleep, which is exactly when your body does its most important repair work. The recommended dose for adults over 60 is between 300 and 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement. The second bedtime vitamin is vitamin D3 combined with vitamin K2. Now I am listing these together because they work as an inseparable team and should always be taken together for maximum effectiveness and safety. Vitamin D3 is one of the most critically important nutrients for leg muscle strength and function. Your muscle cells have vitamin D receptors, meaning they literally need vitamin D to function properly. Multiple large-scale studies have shown that vitamin D deficiency is directly associated with muscle weakness, poor balance, increased fall risk, and impaired neuromuscular function in adults over 60. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the journal Osteoporosis International found that vitamin D supplementation significantly improved lower extremity muscle strength and reduced fall risk in older adults. Beyond muscle function, vitamin D plays a critical role in cardiovascular health. It helps regulate blood pressure, reduces arterial inflammation, and supports the health of the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels. Vitamin K2 is paired with D3 because it acts as a traffic director for calcium in your body, ensuring that calcium goes into your bones and teeth where it belongs rather than depositing in your arteries and soft tissues where it can cause dangerous calcification and further compromise your circulation. Without K2, taking high-dose D3 can actually accelerate arterial calcification. Together, they create a powerful combination that strengthens your leg muscles, protects your blood vessels, and supports your overall cardiovascular health. The recommended bedtime dose is 2,000 to 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 combined with 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 in the MK7 form. Again, always consult your physician before starting, especially if you are on blood-thinning medications as vitamin K2 can interact with warfarin. The third bedtime vitamin is vitamin B12. And this one is particularly urgent for anyone over 60 who is experiencing leg weakness, numbness, tingling, or cramping, because these are the classic warning signs of vitamin B12 deficiency, and they are far more common in older adults than most people realize. Here is the problem. After the age of 60, your stomach produces significantly less hydrochloric acid and less of a protein called intrinsic factor, both of which are essential for absorbing vitamin B12 from food. This means that even if you are eating plenty of B12-rich foods like meat, fish, and eggs, your body may be absorbing only a fraction of the B12 it needs. The consequences of B12 deficiency are serious and progressive. B12 is absolutely essential for the production and maintenance of the myelin sheath, the protective coating that surrounds your nerve fibers and allows electrical signals to travel quickly and efficiently through your nervous system. When B12 is deficient, myelin breaks down, nerve conduction slows, and you get that progressive numbness, tingling, weakness, and balance problems in your legs that so many people over 60 experience and incorrectly attribute to normal aging. B12 is also essential for red blood cell production, meaning deficiency directly impairs your blood's ability to carry oxygen to your leg muscles and peripheral tissues. The recommended form for adults over 60 is methylcobalamin, the most bioavailable and neurologically active form of B12, taken sublingually, meaning dissolved under the tongue, which bypasses the absorption problems in the stomach entirely. A dose of 1,000 micrograms at bedtime allows your body to use this critical nutrient during its overnight repair cycle when nerve tissue regeneration is most active. The fourth and final bedtime vitamin is vitamin E with mixed tocopherols. Vitamin E is one of the most powerful fat-soluble antioxidants in your body, and it plays a direct and critical role in both leg muscle health and blood circulation. Vitamin E protects the cell membranes of your muscle fibers from oxidative damage, the same type of damage that accelerates muscle deterioration and weakness in older adults. It also has remarkable effects on your circulatory system. Vitamin E has been shown in multiple clinical studies to improve peripheral blood flow by reducing the stickiness of platelets, the cells responsible for blood clotting, which helps prevent the sluggish, clumped blood flow that leads to cold feet, swollen ankles, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that vitamin E supplementation significantly improved blood flow in the peripheral arteries of older adults with circulation problems. Additionally, vitamin E works synergistically with magnesium and vitamin D3 to support overall cardiovascular and neuromuscular health, making it the perfect fourth piece of this bedtime supplement protocol. Look for natural vitamin E in the form of mixed tocopherols rather than synthetic DL-alpha tocopherol. The recommended dose is 400 IU taken at bedtime with a small amount of healthy fat, such as a few nuts or a teaspoon of olive oil, since vitamin E is fat-soluble and requires dietary fat for proper absorption. Now let us come back to Robert from Tampa because his story illustrates the real-world power of this exact bedtime protocol better than any clinical study ever could. When Robert's cardiologist put him on these 4 vitamins, magnesium glycinate, vitamin D3 with K2, methylcobalamin B12, and natural vitamin E, Robert was honestly skeptical. He had been told for years that his leg problems were just aging and there was not much to be done, but he trusted his doctor and he committed fully to the protocol. He took all 4 vitamins every single night without missing a single dose. In the first 2 weeks, the nighttime leg cramps that had been waking him up in screaming pain almost every night became significantly less frequent and less severe. By week 3, his wife noticed that his feet felt warmer when they sat together watching television in the evenings, something she said had not happened in years. By week 5, the swelling in his ankles that used to appear every evening had reduced noticeably. And by week 8, just 8 weeks after starting this simple bedtime protocol, Robert walked 2 full miles along the waterfront near his home in Tampa without stopping, without his legs giving out, and without pain. He called his cardiologist from the walking path that morning and left a voicemail that his doctor later told him made the whole office smile. Robert said, and I am paraphrasing, "I just walked 2 miles. 2 miles. I have not done that in 4 years. Whatever you put me on, it is working." Robert continues this bedtime protocol every single night and recently told his daughter that he feels more confident in his legs than he has since his early 60s. He plays with his grandchildren in the backyard, he takes evening walks with his wife, and the compression stockings that his previous doctor told him he would need forever are sitting in a drawer collecting dust. So here is your complete bedtime protocol for stronger legs and better circulation after 60. Take magnesium glycinate 300 to 400 milligrams. Take vitamin D3 2000 to 5000 IU combined with vitamin K2 100 to 200 micrograms in MK7 form. Take methylcobalamin B12 1000 micrograms sublingually, and take natural vitamin E with mixed tocopherols 400 IU with a small amount of healthy fat. Take all 4 together 30 to 60 minutes before bed every single night. Consistency is everything. Do not skip nights. Do not take them sporadically. Your body needs these nutrients present in your system every night during the repair and regeneration cycle that happens while you sleep. Give it 8 weeks of consistent use before evaluating your results, though most people begin noticing meaningful improvements within the first 2 to 3 weeks. Pair this bedtime protocol with these daytime habits for even faster and more dramatic results. Do gentle leg exercises every morning. Even just ankle circles, seated leg raises, and short walks significantly improve circulation and help maintain the muscle mass that these vitamins are helping to rebuild. Stay well hydrated throughout the day. Dehydration thickens your blood and directly impairs circulation to your legs. Eat adequate protein at every meal. Your leg muscles need amino acids as the raw material for rebuilding, and your body cannot do this work at night without them. Elevate your legs for 20 minutes each evening before bed to help reduce swelling and improve venous return. And avoid sitting for long, uninterrupted periods during the day. Get up and move for at least 5 minutes every hour to keep your circulation active and your leg muscles engaged. You deserve to feel strong in your legs. You deserve to walk without fear, stand without pain, and move through your life with confidence and freedom. These 4 bedtime vitamins are not a luxury. They are a necessity for anyone over 60 who wants to maintain their independence, their mobility, and their quality of life. Start tonight. Your legs have been carrying you your entire life. It is time to start carrying them back. Now, before you go, drop a comment right now and tell me your age and the city you are watching from. And tell me, are you currently dealing with leg weakness or poor circulation? Have you tried any of these vitamins before? I read every single comment personally, and your story matters to this community. And if this video gave you something valuable, if it gave you hope and a real plan, please share it right now with someone over 60 who needs to hear this. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of your legs, because strong legs mean a strong, independent, and beautiful life. This video is created strictly for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice, medical diagnosis, or any form of treatment recommendation of any kind. The information shared in this video is based on publicly available scientific research, peer-reviewed clinical studies, and general wellness and nutritional information available at the time of recording. The patient story featuring Robert has been included solely for illustrative purposes to reflect real-world experiences consistent with existing clinical research findings. Individual results will always vary significantly based on age, overall health status, underlying medical conditions, current medications, lifestyle factors, and other personal circumstances. Magnesium glycinate, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, vitamin B12, vitamin E, and any other supplements discussed in this video may interact with prescription medications, particularly blood thinners, diabetes medications, and heart medications. This is critically important for anyone currently taking warfarin or other anticoagulant medications, as vitamin K2 can significantly affect how these medications work. Always consult with a board-certified physician, cardiologist, neurologist, or other qualified licensed healthcare professional before starting any new supplement protocol, especially if you are over 60 and managing existing health conditions. The creator of this channel is not a licensed medical professional. No statements in this video have been evaluated or approved by the United States Food and Drug Administration. No supplement or lifestyle recommendation mentioned in this video is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice and never delay seeking appropriate medical care because of something you have seen in this video. Viewer discretion is always advised.